Hello, I am glad you are here. I'm Dr. Kimberly Garver, member of the Department of Radiology at Michigan Medicine. I am here on behalf of my wonderful colleagues, Dr. Catherine Maturin, an outstanding leader in our department as well as in the field of radiology, and Dr. Amy Young from the Ross Business School and Center for Positive Organizations at the University of Michigan. We were fortunate to have 3 undergraduate students assist us in this project, which was funded by a grant from the Michigan Medicine Wellness Office. This is a series of 16 short 10-minute modules based on the seminal book by Dr. Kim Cameron entitled Positively Energizing Leadership. Dr. Kim Cameron is one of the 3 founders of the Center for Positive Organizations, which is trying to change the world of work into a more life-affirming, humane place, while at the same time producing often dramatically higher performance. We have one introductory module that shares the principles of what positive, energizing leadership is and what it can do. The next 15 modules discuss one leadership attribute that was found across many different industries to be empirically validated to improve workplace well-being and performance. The great news is that each of these attributes and behaviors are easily accessible, can be learned, are free, and require no additional staff or resources. Today, we will be discussing the 3rd attribute, to instill confidence and self-efficacy in others. Let's get started. Positive, energizing leaders build others up rather than keeping them in their place or knocking them down. They instill confidence and self-efficacy in others, while de-energizing leaders don't create opportunities for others to be recognized. Positively energizing leaders help others feel valued, competent, talented, and completely capable of succeeding. They recognize and highlight the abilities and strengths in others. In contrast, de-energizing leaders make others feel unimportant and fail to provide support and encouragement when mistakes or missteps occur. When someone is not thriving despite support, they offer to co-create strategies to help the person succeed in that position, or help them find a more suitable position that would better fit their strengths. Now we are going to look at the strength-based lens. In 2004, Seligman and Peterson, who are considered the fathers of positive psychology, proposed 24 distinct character strengths classified under the 6 greater virtues of wisdom, courage, humanity, justice, temperance, and transcendence. This taxonomy of strengths is known as the VIA, or Values in Action, which defines universally valued character strengths across cultures and time that contribute to a life of happiness, engagement, fulfillment, and meaning. I highly encourage you to watch this 8-minute video to further your understanding of how this inventory of character strengths, or the VIA, was developed, and how knowing your own and others' character strengths can be recognized, developed, and used to improve our own happiness and our relationships with others. Michelle McQuaid, an organizational psychologist in Australia, discovered some important barriers in her research to using our character strengths in the workplace. 1/3 of adults do not even know what their own strengths are. Almost half of employed adults feel disengaged because they rarely use their strengths. Their job is a poor fit for their character strengths, and performance is found to decline when superiors focus more on our weaknesses than on our strengths. It is really important to recognize that our character strengths are something that are not fixed at birth and are instead things that we can grow and develop. Carol Dweck is widely known for her work in this field, and through her research, she has identified two mindsets. A fixed mindset is believing your qualities are carved in stone, while a growth mindset is the belief that your basic qualities are things you can cultivate through your effort. Having a growth mindset involves understanding that taking appropriate risks sometimes leads to failure. The main difference, though, is in how a person with a growth mindset defines and rebounds from that failure compared to that person with a fixed mindset. Strength spotting is a skill that allows you to look for and find strengths in others. First, you need to identify and label a strength that you notice and what you observed. Then you need to give an explanation for your observation. What were they doing when you noticed this strength? It's important to then express appreciation and affirmation of the strength and why you value this. You can also have members take the free VIA Character Strengths Assessment and share it with others on the team, so strength spotting becomes a full team activity. Here are some practical suggestions for developing more of a growth mindset in yourself and on your team. After each project or event, conduct an after-action review, or an AAR. This is used frequently by the military. An after-action review transparently reviews what went well and where you could make improvements for the future and what you learn from your collective mistakes. This includes no blaming, just learning. You can plan a difficult adventure together, such as a ropes course, a scavenger hunt, or escape room, where each member can contribute their strengths and support their team. And remember, when you give positive feedback, give it frequently and shortly after you notice a behavior when it's still relevant. And be careful not to use positive feedback to sandwich negative feedback. The positive gets lost or the message becomes confusing. If you have time, break into small groups to discuss these questions over the next 15 to 20 minutes. Small groups are best kept at 4 to 6 people maximum. Please assign one person in the group to report insights learned from the small group back to the larger group when we return. What did you learn that resonated with you? What did you learn that challenged or surprised you? What suggestion will you implement for yourself? What suggestion might you implement in your work setting with others? What else